Hi everybody, welcome back to Happy Bake Day, where every day is a happy bake day. Did you get a chance to check out my second episode in our toddler snack series from last week where we made Copycat Cheez-Its? If you missed it, of course you can check it out right here. Today is another great episode as part of our toddler snack series. We're going to be making Copycat peanut butter Ritz crackers. For that, this will be made in two parts. Part one is to make our crackers, and then part two is to prepare our filling and then make our actual little cracker sandwiches, put them all together. Now for your crackers, you're going to need the following ingredients. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of table salt, 6 tablespoons of buttered flavor vegetable shortening, 1/2 cup of cold water plus an additional tablespoon of water, 1 large egg, and some flaky salt for sprinkling. Our first step is to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Next, you're going to combine your flour, baking powder, sugar, and table salt in the bowl of a food processor. Pulse a few times to make sure everything gets mixed. Then, add your shortening and your water, and you're going to pulse again until a soft dough forms. Transfer the dough to the fridge and let chill for about 15 minutes just to harden up a little bit. Transfer the dough onto a piece of parchment paper and cover with a second piece of parchment paper. Use a rolling pin to roll the dough out really thin, about 1/8 of an inch thick, if not even a little bit thinner. And then you're going to use a round cookie cutter, very small, about 1 inch diameter, if not even smaller. And you're going to cut out as many circles as possible. Transfer your dough circles to a baking tray that's been lined with some parchment paper. Then feel free to re-roll your scrap dough and continue cutting out circles until you don't have any dough left. Next, you're going to combine your egg and your 1 tablespoon of water in a small dish. Mix really well and then use a basting brush to brush a very thin layer of the egg wash over all of your dough circles. Then sprinkle with your flaky salt. Take the blunt end of a skewer or a toothpick and you're going to poke a hole directly in the center of each of your dough circles. Then poke an additional 5 circles around the first. You're going to bake your crackers in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they are beautiful golden brown. Remove your crackers from the oven and allow them to cool completely on your baking tray. Last, you're going to need 3/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. Use a knife and you're going to gently spread a little bit of peanut butter on half of your crackers. Then take a second cracker that doesn't have peanut butter and top it over the first to create little cracker sandwiches. And with that, our Copycat peanut butter Ritz crackers are done. You can see that mine are just a little bit bigger than the classic. I did use about a 1-inch cookie cutter. Mine did have this really beautiful scalloped edge. Yours doesn't have to. Honestly, they taste just as good if it's a scalloped edge or a smooth edge. But I do like this slightly bigger size, this 1-inch size. You do get a little bit more bang for your buck with that. Plus you get to add a little bit more peanut butter. There's more surface area to cover with the peanut butter with these larger crackers. And with a little bit of salt, it balances that kind of sweet, creamy peanut butter all together. The crackers are beautifully flaky. They're not too buttery. They're not too greasy. And because we use shortening in this recipe, they are dairy-free, which is really cool. Thank you so much for joining me today while we made our Copycat peanut butter Ritz crackers. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you had fun baking with me today. I appreciate each and every single subscriber as you join me on this journey from banker to baker. Don't forget to visit my website or follow me on social media for this and all of my other delicious toddler-ready toddler snack series recipes. Until next time, I hope you have a very happy bake day.